Good morning. We had a wonderful night's sleep and an awesome shower, and our stomachs are full from the hotel breakfast. So now we are ready to get back on trail. We're hitting right back at the I-10, mile 210, I believe, or 209. And I think we will have about 9 miles today. We want to get to the Whitewater Preserve, which has camping, water, restrooms, electrical to recharge anything if you need to. But it's a beautiful, like this little oasis campground area. So I'll definitely get some footage of that. It looks amazing. So we're hoping to camp there. It's just about probably 9 o'clock right now. We need to go by the post office, and we're sending home some items from our pack that we haven't been using. Trying to lighten our load a little bit, but our bags are heavy with the next section's food. But we're looking forward to getting back out there. I didn't get any footage of the explosion. We really didn't have an explosion. I don't know, we're pretty dialed now, I think. We got it figured out. And yeah, it's actually cloudy and a little sprinkly out there today, which I'm grateful for. Nice to give my heat rash a break. And I have my rain jacket on the top of my pack, and my liner is inside. So yeah, there's my pack ready to go. Still have my ice axe because and my our micro spikes, because we will have some snow this section, and also the next we have to do Baden Powell. So holding on to those, but we're excited and ready and had a good night's sleep. All right, we're back on trail, starting our way up to Mission Creek with all these beautiful flowers. There's San Jacinto behind us. All right, there we go. We finished Section B, completed. Now we begin Section C. Nice job, honey. We're at Mission Creek, and this is where Hurricane Hillary blew through last fall, and it's just destroyed. So we get to hike through this tomorrow, all these rocks, but at least we have water. Right? The positive. So we just did our first river crossing, and we just had a half mile to try to get to the preserve for tonight. So, yeah, never a dull moment. That was the most wind, like the strongest wind we have ever experienced in our lives. It was friggin' insane. Oh my God. And you're on cliffs, which was really scary sometimes, but yeah, excited. We're at the Whitewater Preserve, so I'll get some footage. It's like this little oasis in the middle of a destruction zone. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna get signed in and find a campsite, and then we'll get some footage. Our tent survived the night. 70-mile-an-hour winds. It was just insane. So windy here, but it looks like everybody did okay. And look at those cliffs. It's really pretty here. So this was the preserve. We stayed here last night. It was the best night sleep I've had on trail yet, so I'm super happy. We have about 10 miles of hiking just through Mission Creek, just rocks, and where Hurricane Hillary went through last year. So I don't know if we'll make it 10, but we're gonna shoot for it. And the winds are supposed to be really strong until noon and then start to die off in the afternoon. So at least it's keeping the temperatures cool, but it's so pretty here. It's just beautiful. Yesterday was a really beautiful day on trail as well. So excited for another day out on trail. All right, we're on our way back on trail. We're leaving the conservatory.
No, we're leaving Whitewater Preserve.
We're leaving Whitewater Preserve. I keep calling it the wrong thing. And heading up
Mission Creek.
Mission Creek. That's, I don't know why I'm forgetting the words. Okay, here we go. It's windy and chilly for a little while. Good morning. Today is Saturday, April 27th. We're at mile marker what? 229? 229 today. We're starting, this was our campsite right here, and we have the wash behind us here. So we actually were camped just right a little bit down, and we, after a couple of hours, just got blasted with sand all inside of our tent, so we knew we had to move. So yeah, it was an eventful evening. We were pretty tired, and we have about 6.5 miles to where we have the junction to either do the ridge walk and get out of Mission Creek, but it's 1,700 feet of elevation in 2 miles, or to continue on the PCT and have some scrambling over cliffs that had deteriorated from the hurricane, and some trees and rocks and all that jazz, and we still have more snow ahead. So yeah, I'm feeling a little tired, and like my body is needing some good stretching, but that's okay. We're ready for another day, and I'll get some more footage of this crazy amazing place we're in. I never got any footage of our campsite last night, but it was really nothing exciting anyway. We just made our way where the wash split at Mission Creek, and we came up to come up the PCT. Now we're out of that wash area for now, and we are making our way up. We just started hiking at 7:30. We're making our way up in about, I think in about half a mile or so is where the PCT will split off from the ridge walk that a lot of people are doing to bypass the damage. But we're gonna stick to the PCT route because you do miss 9 miles of PCT if you do the ridge walk. We'd rather try not to. So we're gonna go for it and stay on the PCT. So it's gonna be interesting. I think we hit snow today. We'd love to get about, I think, 12 miles, but I can't see that happening. So we shall see. Another beautiful day though. The sun's shining and it's starting to warm up. Okay, we just passed the ridge walk bypass and we're on the PCT, so we are fully committed now. All right, we're at Mission Camp, Mission Springs Trail Camp. It's no longer in use, but it's a big area where you can camp, and there's water. So we are loaded because we think about 14 miles to the most reliable water source. Could be 8, but we're loaded up, so back on trail. It's been a really long day. We just made it to Coon Cabin, which is an old abandoned cabin. I think you can still rent it out, but it's kind of trashed. There are picnic tables, which are nice, new ones, and a bear vault. So we're scoping out for a campsite right now, and we're both pretty exhausted. It was a crazy day. Lots of everything, really. I'll give more detail later after we find a spot. Good morning. We're at mile 246.5 at Coon Cabin, and it was probably our coldest night yet, but slept well, and it's just beautiful. So we're sitting in the sun and getting our breakfast, my breakfast made. And today we're hoping to do 13. It should be, I think, snow-free, and more downhill, so it should be more coastier than we've had. We've had some really challenging days, so hoping we can do that so that tomorrow we just have 6 miles into Big Bear and have our first 0. So we're excited. We need it. So yeah, it's gorgeous and ready for another beautiful day out here. We're coming up to what used to be like a zoo area. The cages, they used to house animals here for movie sets, like I think a lion and a bear, and right now there's a horse in there, but I think that's about it nowadays. I don't know if it's used anymore. I'm taking a lunch break. Dawson just left and we're at, I forget what it's called, but it's a camp right near water. We hauled today, so we've already done, I think, just over 9 miles, and we only have like 3.5 left to get to our campsite. So taking a long lunch and just relaxing. I never gave a summary of yesterday. I meant to do that last night, but honestly, we were so incredibly wiped. All we could do was lay in our tent and eat and go to sleep. Yesterday was a challenge again. This trail has not been easy until today. Today was an easy day, which is nice and well-deserved, but we did not do the ridge walk through over Mission Creek to avoid the damage of the trail. We went ahead and did the original PCT, so we had a lot of scrambles to get down. There were areas of washouts where the water had come through and the rain had just demolished and destroyed the trail. So there was literally sections of no trail where you were walking and it would just cliff out. So you would have to scramble down and over huge rocks, and everything's really shifty because it just happened. So nothing's stable. So you have to be extra careful. So we had a lot of those, which was exhausting. And we had snow again. So it was just we didn't go far, but we hiked for 8 hours and we were pretty tired by the time we got to Coon Cabin. So yeah, that was our day. So today's been nice. It's been beautiful and coasty trail. Like I said, we have just 3.5 more to our campsite, and we'll get there easily by 2:30, 3 o'clock. And then tomorrow we have an easy 6-mile hike to the road where we will get a hitch to Big Bear and we'll take a 0. So we're doing good. Other than my stupid heat rash, I feel great, and Chris is feeling good, so all is well, and we're loving it out here. Good morning. It's town day. We are on trail, headed to Big Bear Lake, where we will zero and enjoy some town food and some rest and showers. We had a good night last night. We were with a group of people, and it was a nice campsite, and it was a warm day, but the night did get cold. We did well. We did a good job, so all is good. So we're ready for town.